All right, here we are for match one with our blue-black cycling deck. On the draw, I think this is close to being able to keep because we do have two cyclers that we can shuffle away. Oh boy, do I want to keep this. Our opponent goes to 6, which should encourage me to go to 6. We just need one land twice out of 16 shots. Yeah, I'm going to keep. I'm gonna keep. Could get super punished. Our opponent mulls to 6, keeps their 6, and bottoms. Oh boy, never didn't have it. That's how you get the trophies, everybody. Now we just snap, cycle you. All of the lands. Go ahead and probably play the rat. Little unexciting to trade these off here, but Vile Man is just going to have it bounce off and we'll take one, so rather just stem the bleeding here. I assume against Black-Red, unless they're a heavy removal control deck, that they're trying to go a little aggro when they drop the Kenra Eternal on 2. So I would assume that we have got the late game, so the only way that we are going to lose is by taking a lot of unnecessary damage early, and Kenra Eternal is the kind of card that can do that. Mirage Mirror, you say. Well, I'll just go ahead and play the Vile Man and pass. I like Vizier. In play, I think it combos with a couple of our cards pretty nicely, but we don't need it right now. Defiant Kenra, yeah. I will attack. Just cycle the wall here. Oh, hello, friend. And I will be cycling Vizier end of turn. And we're going to see the power of the sarcophagus here. Dream Stealer? I don't really care. Cycle. I'll untap a swamp in case we draw... What's it called? No, we draw Unburden. Alrighty. Well, I think what we're just going to do is torment this. And attack. And then, probably depending on what they play, I might just torment something again and cycle Unburden. Defiant Kenra. Our opponent's deck is weak. They're playing a lot of weak 2-mana 2/2s that I don't think are very good. And I think this, based on what I've seen so far, I think this is a tough matchup for them. And they're just going to copy the Kenra and attack in for 2. That's totally fine by me. I'm going to just go ahead and gack their last 2 cards. Gack is a technical term. It's not a technical term. Get Splendid Agony and Torment out of their hand. Yeah, it feels pretty good. And attack with a 4/4. They're going to take it. We're going to play Sarcophagus and pass. Now, these 2 cards are a bit of a non-bow, I am aware, right? As you cast stuff off of Sarcophagus, your Vile Manifestation shrinks, but if they think they are still the beatdown, that is confusing to me. Oh, that's cute. Alright, so go ahead and attack. And I'm going to cycle Horror. It's a 5/4, and then I'll play Horror. And Abandoned Sarcophagus has already done its work. And you play Bone Picker, sure. And I'll just torment that. Well, keeping that 1-lander really worked out for us. Alright, go to sideboarding. We saw a bunch of derpy 2/2s. Another Scrounger might be nice against them. Otherwise, what? Anything in here that I may not want? Maybe I don't want Riddle Form, though. Just like on the draw, against them. Maybe I don't want Riddle Form. Yeah, I could see that being okay to cut. Just get another lifelinker in there. That was fast. That was a fast game against Dr. Goyf. Didn't go to 4 years of Tarmogoyf medical school for nothing to be called Mr. Goyf. Deciding whether or not they want to play first. Well, don't decide too quickly. I want you to take your time here, think about this, consider all the options. Playing first or not playing first are the options. Make sure you think about them thoroughly. If you have to write down a pro-con list, that's fine too. No problem with that. Yeah, this hand's great. Keep. I'll be cycling Riverwinder on 1. I assume we got Derpy 2-2 incoming. Yep. Alright, Moaning Wall. Oh, hello, friend. Just like we drew it up. So we get to go something at brick walls, something at brick walls. We can also unburden to get this as a 2-4. But I'll take the Afflict one for a little bit. Marauding Bone Slasher. Alright, we'll go ahead and drop the Moaning Wall. Pass. Just doesn't seem like our opponent's deck is very well equipped for our high toughness control deck. And the amount of value and card draw that we have with Sarcophagus, with Wander in Death, etc. They're just not super well equipped to combat what we're putting out there. And red Tushy, making it so the Moaning Wall can't block. Go ahead and just block the 3/3. All right, well, they're coming out the gates pretty quick here, but I'll go ahead and unburden. I know we're getting spells here, and I want this to be a 2/4. Then we can play Scrounger to start gaining some life next turn if we want. We'll get Kenra Scrapper and Defiant Kenra out of their hand. Pretty good. Can start mowing down creatures with Deadlands. I think we should be in an okay spot depending on what their last card is. And they're also missing land drops. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're on a 16 or 15 land deck here. Block, block. Wow, and they do nothing. And they do nothing. Well, I'll go ahead and play Deadlands, play Scrounger, and pass. I imagine Torment is a card they have left. I imagine that might be true. Wow, no attacks, huh? Alright, well, I'm going to attack for sure. I'm thrilled to trade or... move you to the front. Yeah, I'm just thrilled with that. Gain 3 and trade for 2 of your cards. That's fine by me. We'll go ahead and play Sphinxy. And pass. Yeah, this aggro red-black deck is not going to do it for our opponent, I don't think. We'll go ahead and cycle you, shrink you, play a land, attack, attack, play horror, pass. Opponent finds a 5th land. But is it going to be enough? Puncturing Blow is interesting. But are we really racing now? They seem to think so. I'll block. Wow, Torment's a good draw. Alright, let's play Sarcophagus. Attack for 7. Find a 6th land. I'm going to torment pre-blocks. And I'm going to torment one of the Afflictors. They're open firing us in response. Okay, good game. Yep. That was quite quick. And quickly find our next opponent. I like that. Certainly like that. Do I want to play first? Yes. Do I want to keep this hand? Yes. And as much as I would like to cycle this White Desert away, our opponent mulligans to 6. I want to, well, you know, I am actually gonna hold this White Desert. Being able to cycle it away is going to be pretty nice. And if we do end up missing on our 3rd land, then we can go something on turn 2, something on turn 3 with a tap desert. But play Did Lands, play the Wall. Oh, I forgot to mention what our opponent did with their Scry. They kept 6 and they bottomed. Another black-red deck, huh? Must be something in the air. Alright, so we got there. Play land, I'll play a Manolith, and I'll be cycling this Riverwinder at their end step. See how many wall pings I miss. Keep a little counter. Scorpion. Go ahead and cycle there. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, baby, a Wandering Death? That's great. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I think play U tapped, play U for real, and then I'll cycle Desert when I block Scorpion, and then I can wander back Riverwinder and Manifestation. I want White Desert in play and not cycled away because of the Angel, because now we can actually cast it. So go ahead and block. And cycle. I love this card so much. I love this card so much. It's so good. Wow, so good. And we've now seen it in all 3 games. Destined. You got it, buddy. I wonder if they're splashing green or if they're just playing Destined. Alright, another Desert. I think I want to just play this, especially with Deadlands and with the amount of mana sinks that we've got right now. So I'm going to play Desert. I will wander back U2. Play the Vile Man, which is now 2/4 still, and pass. Opponent finds a 4th land, but it is tapped. They're going to crack in again. I'm happy to oblige a block here. Go ahead and ping. Marauding Bone Slasher. Land. Well, now I'm just going to play Big Daddy Riverwinder. Better to have this Death Toucher off the board as well. But I can also wait, like, if they've got a way to kill this, or if like we're going to block and they pump or something, then I can drop the Sarcophagus and get more value. Alright, cast Wander in Death off of the Sarcophagus, get back my 2 creatures, cycle those creatures, draw more cards, play those creatures from my graveyard. It's a lot of value. It's a lot of value here. And we're not even talking about the fact that we've got a land in play that is a 3 shots at removing it. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna block. You've got stamina. You got Sweltering Suns. Rags. Magmaroth, yeah. They might have been hoping that we didn't do anything there. Alrighty. Gonna attack. Going to play Sarcophagus. Gonna play... Do I want to play Vial? Yeah, play Vial. Play Vial? Because I could just cycle Vizier, untap a thing. I'm just gonna pass, actually. Leave up Torment and Vizier here. But I think I can really get him with Vizier. Cycle Vizier, untap Riverwinder, and then I can wander back my 2 creatures. This deck is fantastic. It's certainly performing well, and we're matching up well against our opponent's deck. They're going to torment the wall. She's like, why are you doing this pre-blocks here is my question. Do I want to lose 3 life against a Magmaroth? Yeah, sure. I want to block here. I don't think I do. Because I can Torment plus Deadlands next turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I need one more land for that. But I can still just Torment it. I'm gonna just take it. I don't know why they did this, didn't wait for us to block. Because I would have. Okay. Just attack. Play a land. Cycle Horror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana available. So I guess we just play Vizier. Nope. Nope. 7 mana available. Play Vial. Play Horror. Cartouche of Zeal. Yeah. What can't block? This is it. Are we sure this isn't the same deck we just played? I would assume they make the wall not be able to block. Yep. Jesus. Okay, we got a game. Hour of Devastation. Kill everything. So I'm going to have to Torment and Deadlands here. Mm-hmm. All right. Goodbye. Let's see what they draw here. Kenra Eternal, not something I'm very concerned about. All right, 1, 2. I think we do want to kill that. Well, all right, let's wander back you two. And then I think just kill this. Sack the White Desert. Oh, that's right. They're all going to enter the exile zone. If a card... That part of this card is annoying. Can you stop drawing things for a turn? Alright, Thorned Moloch I'm not concerned with. I'll cycle Horror. Ooh, cycle Vizier. Oh, yeah, cycle Vizier. Untap a land. Land. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could play. We just play Scrounger. Feels right. Get the lifelinker down. Okay. Just cast, I guess. Probably just a land, but I'd like to know what it is now. It is just a land. Unburdened enters the exile zone. I think we just go ahead and kill this guy. Sack yes. And attack in. And that should be game here. They made that pretty interesting with that Hour of Devastation, I'll tell you that much. Cycling, they've got Sweltering Suns and Hour of Devastation, so they're more controlling, huh? All right. Still don't quite get there. What changes do we want to make sideboarding? I'm looking at that Scrounger. That's not going to do it against, what's it called? Hour of Devastation. Let's see, we could run a Jeru's Resolve. But really, I think we're pretty well equipped against these Wraths. I mean, they got a pretty decent 4-for-1 against us, and we still were able to recover. So I'm not super nervous. They're not as so aggressive that I want to bring in Scrounger. That Sweltering Suns is terrible against us, really. I mean, it kills Lab Guardian and Ruin Rat, and that's about it, and Vizier. But most of our stuff is pretty big. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it as is. I do wish we had a Countervailing Winds. That would be nice. to deal with that hour. Well, can't keep a 7-spell hand. So I'll mulligan. And I'll definitely keep this. And I'm going to top this. I think we're probably going Desert turn 1. And then we can do some cycling if we want. Probably want to play Vizier. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about cycling any of this stuff. Kind of close to casting it. We're going to get Horror on turn 4, and then maybe Riverwinder on turn 6, depending if we're just going land, land, land. This is a Marauding Bone Slasher, fine. Play a land, play Vizier. It could be cycling Riverwinder there. I'll just take 3. Dum dum dum. Carrion Screecher. Well, that changes things a lot. That changes things quite a bit. Alright, so I'm going to go land. Cycle Riverwinder. First things first on the realist. Play land. Pass. We're going to torment the Screecher. Oh, I assume they just take 3 here, unless they're flooded. They might pitch a land. They played 5 lands. They haven't played a second red source, so they might have the hours in play, but I'm going to assume that they don't have a double. They don't have a second mountain yet. Probably just going to be again on playing Horror next turn before doing Sarcophagus stuff. Like, I'd rather this die first rather than cycle it. What have we here? Thorned Moloch, that's fine. I'm actually pretty thrilled that I get to leave up the Vizier. Something like Kindled Fury really blows us out here, so I'm just going to block the one way. Like if I go block, block, and they Kindled Fury the Marauding Bone Slasher, or Destined, for example. Yep. Yep. Dead. And a Grisly Survivor. Oh. Oh my. Alright, so let's play a... Let's go Wall Lab Guardian. Just an example, like the 2 cards in our hand, an example of why we want as many lands as possible in this deck. And we've got 17 plus Vizier and Manalith, but just this deck is mana hungry. It's got stuff to do. Remember last game we had like 9 lands in play and we were still tapping out every turn. So, things to keep track of. Edifice of Authority. Alright. I'll block and double block. Yep. Seems pretty favorable for us. 1, 2, 3. So play a land. Do I want to just play our for 1 here on the Riverwinder, so I just have a 4/4? Even though I've got Sarcophagus? I think so. Because then next turn I can Sarcophagus and get back Vizier. Yeah. Sure. Blighted Bat, yeah. A little soft in the air here. A little soft to these flyers. Gonna take 2. What I wouldn't do for a Splendid Agony in this deck. But we can draw our Deadlands or another Torment. Gosh. I think I just Sarcophagus and play Vizier. Taking 2 again is not something I'm excited about, but it's, again, more mana efficient. We can always cycle Horror next turn, and we do have to dig to stuff, but I think having Vizier in play is better now than it will be later. If we cycle there and don't find something. Things we can find, right? Grind to Dust would be great. A Torment. That Angel. Though I guess that Angel, once they tick up this Edifice, is not going to work. So basically we're on Deadlands or Torment. Deadlands, Torment, or Grind to Dust are all things that we're... Alright, so they found Red Source Numero Dos. Attack in with the bat. Cycle a Horror. I think cycle Vile Man. They at least have to use Edifice on that, but it's not great. Alrighty. Go to attacks. Yep. Play the Vile Man. Play the Shadowstorm Vizier. And pass. And we're close to dead here. We could be pressing the advantage with Riverwinder. Really? What? That just seems so crazy to me. And they don't even attack first here. Do you have stamina in response? My goodness. I am very confused, but thrilled, but confused. Torment's a great draw. Well, get back. Horror. Did I just have Inferno Jet or something? I don't know. Like you were winning with this card. Why would you Wrath there? Carrion's Creature, fine. Go ahead and attack, or attempt to attack. I assume we get Edificed here. Torment in response. They lose 3 life. And we'll get back Lab Guardian. Pass. What's gone for us? Riverwinder, Vizier, Vileman, and Lab Guardian. Yeah, so I got plenty of things we can draw. Plenty of good draws for us. Torment of Venom or Lab Guardian. That's not what you want to do, because now this fizzles. So we don't actually have to make the lose 3 or sack a creature choice. Scrounger's great. Oh boy, Scrounger great. Go ahead and play that. And all our 4 toughness things are making their Sweltering Suns look pretty sad, if that's what they have, but I think they may not. Frontline Devastator. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. Yes. Well, let's so we actually can't attack here. Because if I attack, I guess we can... No, oh yeah, we can. Yes, we can. Of course we can. Because we'll be left with Scrounger and another thing. So they have to deal with both things and be able to pump twice. So I think we'll just attack here. And we'll go ahead and cycle. Ooh, Grind to Dust. Yes. I do like that. And I'll just play Horror. So, I mean, they just have to have a removal spell that's cheap enough that they can then pump twice, which I don't think really exists. Oh boy. They can let me block with both. I'm gonna do it. Oh gosh, do they just have open fire? They might just have open fire. Nothing I can do about that. No, we're going to damage. Okay. Seems like a mistake from our opponent. And they go Magmaroth. Yeah, that's going to be game for you, my friend. Yeah, all right. 2-0-2-0. See if we can finish this out with another trophy. That'd be nice. But I certainly feel like I've at least done my job of showing the world the power of Abandoned Sarcophagus. Now you might be thinking, well, you've drawn it every game, but does your deck work without it? Well, certainly it works without it. But also, you're more likely to draw it and it be good because you're digging for it. So unlike a card like Drakehaven, which again was very good with cyclers, but if you're digging for it, then you might end up with just a handful of lands by the time you find it. But Abandoned Sarcophagus sort of rewards you for digging for it, because once you've dug for it, then you have a graveyard full of spells you can cast. So I think it's just going to be a good card in sort of all stages of the game. I mean, certainly it's a good late game card after you've traded off or cycled, but it's really powerful. And again, I think when you see it, when you open it or see it late in pack 1, you move in on that deck, because it means no one else wants it, because it's the best payoff in Hour of Devastation for the cycling deck. All right, play first, yes. Keep this hand, yes. I'll be full cycling here with Hour of Eternity in our hand. Hope to not be facing an aggro deck. Island, unless they're blue-red, makes me think no. Alright, so we'll cycle the Riverwinder. Get a Torment, which is not... Oh my god. Everything's coming up Millhouse. I will cycle Angel for sure. Uh-oh, blue-red, okay. And that's not great for us, I'll say that much. Firebrand Archer. Do I want to play the Desert? Yes. Do I want to play Ruin Rat? Yes. Because I want to be able to Torment next turn. And I'll trade off here. Well, looks like opponent's got a lot of options. Doesn't surprise me. Blue-red often has a lot of decision points in these early turns of their cheap spells, and sequencing is very interesting. Like, you've probably got a lot of cantrips, you've got some tempo, you've got removal. Do you want to use removal? Champion of Wits. Firing that off, huh? Yeah, it's not great, but... So they pitch 2 spells and don't attack. That I find very interesting. Play a land. Do I want to attack here? No. If they didn't want to do anything last turn, and they might try and kill this before Champion of Wits dies. So we got Riddle Form. Yeah. That looks like a very good version of blue-red so far. Alright, I will Torment. Which one? I think Torment the champion still. Let's lose 3. And I think still play a Desert of the Glorified here. I could cycle the Desert too. Let's do that. Let's cycle the Desert. I want to get to 7 lands with Hour of Eternity. Ooh. Well, now I can just do this an hour next turn. I'll attack. Getting back a 4/4 flyer and a 4/4 hexproof should be pretty good for us. Strategic planning, yeah. They've got it. They've got the good version of this deck for sure. They've been an unsummon and an island. They attack for 3. And pass with 3 mana up. That I hate. That I really hate. This just smells like countervailing winds. I'm going to save the hour. It's cancel. Okay. Read that perfectly. And now I can get back 2 flyers if I want, rather than to get back the flyer and the hexproofer. Another archer. Jeez. These might just kill us here. This is like an unsummon or another planning or tragic lesson, something like that. Yep. Oh boy. Go to 12. Go to 9 off the riddle form. Yeah, not a good matchup for us at all. This isn't a land. Yeah, it's our own riddle form. It's not great. I think I will now cycle Vizier. Untap this. File Man's not bad. Doesn't stop riddle form, but I think I'll play Vial. And play Sarcophagus. Do I want to play riddle form? I'll play Sarcophagus. And I'm not attacking with Rat because if they deal with Vile Man, like if they've got another unsummon or something like that, then we're in trouble. They cycle Lay Claim. Alright, I'll pass. Get to land number 6 for Puncturing Blow. Just gonna put us to 7 and put us to 5. Put us to 2 if they want to attack with either of the archers. And they do finally do that. So we really saved ourselves from being dead. Oh, they're not gonna do that. Okay. Just say one more spell and you're dead. Land? Wander in Death. No. Not really gonna do it. Alright, so I guess we hour back Sphinx. That's it. But we are very much in trouble. They're just going for champion here. Okay, could be worse, but not much worse. Basically need to draw Grind to Dust to kill the 2 archers, and then we'll talk. They pitched land. They do nothing. Alright, cycle you. Shrink you, I guess. Sure. Torment. interesting, not good, but interesting. I have to imagine they have a spell here, and if they do, I think we're just dead. Take 2 from... Yeah, oh, unsummon for sure. 3 unsummons, my goodness. Alright, well, we've got some tweaking to do for sure. With 3 unsummons, Hour of Eternity is coming out. I think I certainly want another Scrounger in. I like Jace's Defeat as well. I think Riddle Form seems not good against them. Probably just not good in this deck, period. Maybe something like that. Yeah. Let's try that out. Well, these big expensive spells are rough against triple unsummon. Yes. Keep. Let's play this first. Play a wall. I guess I could draw something that I want to play here, so I'll cycle the horror. Okay. Cycle the other horror and then wander them both back, as long as they're not just keeping up cancel mana. Do that. Do this. Yep. Pitching Censor and Island. Good to know about Censor. Just playing Desert of the True seems better to me. And then we'll start dumping the horrors out. Though we haven't seen any unsummons yet, so I imagine we're going to get pretty brutalized by those. All right. This sort of feels like I'm waiting for my demise here, but we'll see. Not really sure what they're thinking about. But like I said, they probably do have a lot of options. have a lot of different tempo plays they can make. Or maybe they're just going to time down and we'll win the trophy that way. Not above that for sure. For sure. Opponent deep in the tank now. I wonder if they're thinking about puncturing blow here. And then just using their unsummons on our horrors. Got a full grip here. 6 cards in hand. Just not sure how we've got the way that we can win this match is, or this game even, is to get ahead on cards. And luckily they don't have the archers or the riddle forms in play to punish us heavily with unsummons, but it's still going to be a pretty huge tempo swing in our opponent's favor if we go horror and they go end of turn unsummon. It has been 3 minutes since our opponent made a decision. So at least they don't have those early drops, the Spellweaver Eternals or the Firebrand Archers or that Riddle form, to take full advantage of the tempo from Unsummon, but it's still going to be not great for us. I should figure out how to pause the recording so that I can pause in times like this while we just watch our opponent's clock tick down together. I could sing. I could... okay, here we go. Now we got it. Now we got some movement here. Well, I will block. Not opposed to blocking. If the wall goes down, the wall goes down. That's how it goes. The Berlin Wall fell, and so can the Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. Ah, look at you. Your deck is great. My goodness. We'll go ahead and finish off the wall. Alright, I'll play Horror, and then I can next turn play Lab Guardian and Torment the Heart Piercer if I so choose. See what our opponent opts to do here. They've got an Archer. They're going to go Archer Unsummon. Archer Unsummon's bad. Yep. Riverwinder's not the worst. Actually, it's perhaps the best. Alright, play Lab Guardian. And I think we just Torment now, honestly, because we know they have Cancel. You're gonna wins it. Yep, that's good. That's good. Striped Riverwinder's gotta go the distance for us, but with that Champion of Wit sitting in the yard, I don't imagine it's very possible. Another Heart Piercer? You're not gonna fling this, are you? That would be shocking to me if you did. Yeah. Alright. Stick this Riverwinder. Hope for no scatter. No. Jace's defeat. You brought it in. Wow. Alright. Well, we had a good run. We had a good run here. They're down to 1 card, but not for long once they eternalize that champion. I guess I chump. I don't know. we've definitely lost this game. Our opponent's deck is fantastic, matches up very well against ours. And that's that. Yeah. Would have been a good time to have a, what's it called? Scarab Feast, to at least get that Champion of Wits going. Alright, I'll block. I assume we're getting unsummoned, but... Three unsummons and a Winds of Rebuke. We go to 6. We get jetted here. Oh, we get a Jace's defeat. Play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two can play at that game. So look how many land. Whoa! Oh, I was gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4 lands in the yard, and they top. That's gotta just be it for us. If this is an unsummon, or strategic planning even. Yeah, I mean we're dead because they can just attack with Riddle Form and find one other spell. If unsummon and planning are going in the yard, yeah. Good game. Alright. 2-1. Can't complain. Got to show off Sarcophagus to the world. Not too shabby. Thanks for watching.